Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. We're going to do our daily technical analysis, updated commodities, working our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions, and if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com, where I dive deeper into these sectors to figure out ways to play them through investments. We do have a discount coupon code going on, Mayday, Mayday, one word, if you're interested in signing up. We also have a 5 p.m. Sunday question and answer session coming up that we do have a training session at the beginning of it for learning how to navigate through Trading View and using some of the tools that it has. And obviously, I'll be charting really good setups to use as examples and why I think they are good setups and further things behind the charts that might be very interesting. So let's dive in here. Let's take a look, starting with the DXY like we normally do. This still looks a little bit weak to me. We led in with some strong selling pressure, weak bounce, strong selling pressure, weak bounce, and we could end up down here, but there is a grip of support down there. The support going horizontal and going 30 to 45 degree angle there, whatever it is. So we are pulling on back, but we do have support underneath us. The yields, in my opinion, are driving the weakness in the dollar. The dollar weakness is, again, a relative measuring stick against other currencies. But this is generally the driver. And we have pulled down below support for the 2-year yield. We are coming back up. Now we've come up and it's pretty close for these two trading days to these two trading days. What I'm trying to gauge is how much selling pressure do we have here? A lot of the times you burst out of a resistance support level, then you get a weaker bounce up, contract into some corner, and then you usually roll over. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And if we roll over in the 2-year yield, that is going to provide a weaker dollar. Federal Reserve is probably going to lower interest rates, and it's going to be jet fuel for precious metals. So that's what we're looking for. It could also ignite the entire commodity complex with a weaker dollar. Think of this as the early 2000s, like 2002, where 02, 03 is where that dollar kind of topped out. Think of this as like a topping structure. And then if we come back here, that's going to be a potential slowdown in, could be a slowdown in the market. Not saying it will be, but it's going to be a slowdown in the dollar. The dollar is going to get weaker and the yields are going to pull on back. And I think the housing market's really going to rip if that were to materialize in such a way. 10-year yield, we're still within this inverted flag pattern and we're getting a pretty strong bounce. Now, the bounce isn't as strong as how we fell. 2 trading sessions, big impulse move lower. And now I'm looking for contraction of small up days for a potential rollover. That's what we're looking for. Doesn't mean I'll get it. That's what I'm kind of looking for. And then the 30 years doing the same thing. Big selling pressure impulse move, bounce off support, and we'll see what that bounce looks like and if we roll over again. We are also in an inverted flag pattern. TYX TNX ratio relatively flat. We've been inverted for a pretty long time. Your buy signal was back here for gold. And this uninverts, you know the deal. Gold's going to rip. Silver's going to rip. And it could rip even if we stay down here for a little while. It's anticipating the lowering of interest rates, in my opinion. So here's TLT. We did fall a little bit. The momentum's still to the upside. It looks like we're just filling some gap that we created here. We do have 2 bullish engulfing, so that generally leads to at least an effort to try to move on higher. We do have resistance above us going across on the horizontal here. No, we don't have resistance there. 2 and 10, It is still inverted. We pulled back a little bit. We've broken out of this trend line where we could invert further. I know that seems weird, but we are still inverted and are inverting. We've got gold up $36 an ounce, roughly speaking. Actually looks really, really good. We've got resistance there that we're turtle heading out of. Momentum's to the upside. Could gold continue its move? It very well could. And we'll continue to watch it together here. But looks really good. The momentum's going on up. Strong candlestick day. Everything looks good. Silver, what the 6.2 something percent higher, 31.76. Cutting through $30 like a hot knife through butter. What resistance did we get? This thing accelerated. Very strong candlestick today. Look at these candlesticks here, guys. Just absolute monster move here. Are we getting a short squeeze here? Kind of looks like it. Now, where is this thing going to top out? I don't know, guys. I don't know the future. I'm not a genie. I'm not rubbing a bottle knowing what the future is here, but I can tell you this. It looks good. We've got a monster day today, and this could very well continue for a while. I'm not stating that it's going to be up 6% every day, but the momentum and that movement, when we break out of these movements here, we had another one here that it basically did the same thing and just ripped. We could see a very big move here in silver. Platinum also up quite a bit, breaking through its resistance downtrend line and starting to move away. Good momentum here as well. Platinum looks fantastic. It's following with the other metals as well, and palladium also up 1.5%. And this one, it's back against support, but this is the out of favor metal. It could still easily bounce though. A lot of the times what you see is they pull back to this support and then they bounce on top of support a couple times, create some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we rip to all the way up there. So that's a Livermore accumulation cylinder. So I think we're early in this. We still have to kind of base out a little bit. XAU to gold ratio up 2%. We've broken the line of happiness. What are you waiting for? Gold and silver mining companies outperforming gold. We've broken through that downtrend line that we've got on the ratio. What are you waiting for, guys? If you're not in this, like, I don't know. This is a huge opportunity for gold and silver mining companies. We've broken the downtrend line on this ratio. It is GO time. It's go time, in my opinion, and we're coming from a very low ratio. I don't think people understand this. I don't think they can wrap their head around it. Why do I think that? Because if we go from here to here, and I don't know if we're going to go that far, but maybe we do, that is like life-changing, life-altering gains. I mean, I know some of you guys have probably experienced some of the movements in some of these silver junior companies and silver mining companies, and you're going, holy crap, how long can this thing go? Well, we went from here to here. That's it. Imagine going from there to there. That's a whole new ball game. The ball game here, in my opinion, and this is 100% my opinion. This is not advice, nothing like that. But in my opinion, the game has changed here. The paradigm has shifted. We could see a revaluation of gold and silver mining companies against gold. And it's important to get your positions cheap down here. And then to stick the landing, we got to wait and be patient. We got to hold. We got to hold, and then we got to hold longer. And we got to hold some more. Holding's the difficult part for a lot of people. We've broken that downtrend into a flat, and now we're going to start to work our way on up. It's going to take time. Not going to be measured in months. This is probably going to be measured in years. A huge bull market on our hands here. CRB index, flat today. We are flat for the past 3 days, so I don't know if this is actually printing new information or not, but the CRB index is flat here, and it does look good. We've got CRB to S&P 500 moving down a little bit. And again, guys, I don't know if the CRB, this TRJ is updating or not, but we have a long runway ahead of us for commodities, guys. Like, I don't know how to express this chart so people understand this. This isn't going to come for a long time again. I positioned in here. I positioned in here. In a lot of companies, I am waiting for this big move higher. We are below the entire bull market of the last bull market. The imbalances in the system and the money that's going to rotate is larger than we've ever seen before. Get that through your head. The GDX up 3.4%, breaking out of its flag pattern. Now's the time to be holding. Hold this ripper, guys. We've got GDXJ up 4 point something percent. We're coming up to some resistance here. Horizontal resistance coming through here. This is going to be a big, big breakout, guys. I'm not saying it's going to be big this way. I'm saying it's a big deal. Big deal to be breaking through this and work our way on up. We have a long way to go. And maybe this isn't our high. Maybe we go 3, 4, 5, 6 times this high. I don't know. But we are in a different paradigm, and we're shifting to a different downtrending era to an uptrending era. It's not like this back here. SILJ up 5.2 or 5.3%, just ripping. Looks really good, and we've broken out of this. You guys should already be positioned. If you're not positioned already, you should have joined the website months ago. Is what I'll say. Crude oil up 0.33%. We've been basing out on top of support. Looks real good. This is probably going to rip here, guys. It's going to follow gold and silver with a lag. So here we are. Here's your opportunities. And there's a bunch of opportunities out there that are possessing fractals in the traits that I look for. And we can go over that this weekend, Sunday, in our TradingView training session, and using those stocks and why I think they look good. And we'll use some examples of previous ones that have worked very well and what we're looking for. TTF Nat Gas working its way on up today. Another thing where we've got a little bit of resistance. What do you think is going to happen here, guys? Breakout. We've got everything breaking out. It's going to break. Natural gas in America ripping 5.5% or so. There's your double bottom, and it's ripping on up. Now, I didn't expect this to just go like that. I was not even expecting that. I was thinking more on the lines of this. But we're ripping here. Seems like everything's ripping, right? Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me, looking a little bit better. We're seeing a impulse move lower, a smaller impulse move lower, and then a smaller impulse move lower. So we could be coming right up against support, and we could be breaking this very soon. Now, I draw my stuff kind of like this. So we're kind of turtle heading out. We've got the support here. We also have a 3-hump consolidation here. So I think we very well could break here at some point to the upside. I would already be positioned in my favorite companies, and you guys are probably looking at what I'm purchasing when we are down here. OIH also working its way up. We've got resistance here, and it's turtle heading out. We get much movement more upwards. I think that we've probably bottomed. I was expecting a move down here. Now, does that mean that I will get every single move right? Nope, it won't. That's why I don't play the short term. I don't like the statistics. I play the long term. Buy all my stocks over here and then wait and hold it for up here or greater than that. That's how I'm playing these bull markets here. Profits Uranium Trust up 1.76%. Still looks a little bit weak when looking at the chart. You've got a lot of selling pressure here, and you would think that this is going to come back down to some level over here, kind of like an ABC correction. Almost like this is a chart of interest rates. Like it's following yields. URA up 3.5%, 3.6 to be exact, above support. Looks good. Little wick at the top, not a big one, but looks good. URNM 4.5%, looking pretty solid. And URNJ up 4.6% holding. So looks really solid here. Nice little breakout. And we could get a return move. Very well possible. Now, I'm not projecting that. I'm not saying that we're going to get that return move. What I'm doing is absolutely nothing, guys. I'm buying the stuff that's down and I'm holding on for this bull market. And I want to try to mistime this stuff. URNJ versus URNM, basically sideways, and we have not broken out of this. There's going to be a point, guys, in the future that this breaks and it's going to run. URNJ is going to run. I am positioning for that. I have been positioning for it. Dan, today we had what, higher rates, I think, a little bit, and it's been falling back. We're right at support. We'll see if it holds. We've got copper just ripping 4.3%. Guys, we've got a huge imbalance in copper. It's just the fact. Like, copper is jacked, and we're coming into new highs here. So we're starting to see all of these commodities start to run. They're ripping here, guys. So I'm holding on. Your consolidation, 1, 2, 3, and then the break. Boom. Ripping. COPX ripping 4.7%. I'm not a buyer up here. I've been buying, when it was a lot lower, my copper stocks. Now I'm just sitting. Lithium up, looking pretty good for lithium, actually. Might see some entry points because you've got a broken downtrend and we're sitting here doing kind of a flag pattern. I would be a buyer, but I would be. REMX also, I would be a buyer in select companies, but this is ripping to the upside, up 4% from a very low level down here. Nice big bullish engulfing on the weekly too. There it is. This big green candlestick's coming. S&P 500 not really moving anywhere today, but still looks good to go higher. Small little selling pressure candlesticks. Same with the NASDAQ. Small little selling pressure candlesticks. Momentum's to the upside. Still looks good. We've got Russell 2000 down a little bit. Still looks okay. It can still break. We do have resistance above us. I want to see if we can break through that, or are we going to roll back and hit support again? KRE up 0.62% for the regional bank ETF above support. Still looks good to work its way on sideways or higher. Emerging markets, this is going to be a ripper, guys. It's going to be a ripper. Emerging markets looks fantastic. Here's your kind of your double bottom almost. Now we're breaking out of that double bottom. XHB lit sideways today. This still looks a little bit weak with this big candlestick there, but we'll see what yields do. And I think this is a very sensitive ETF to yields now that affordability is kind of, I would say, at a point that's kind of balancing the entire market here. Moo down a little bit, but I'm still very positive on Moo here. It's basing out. This is a good entry point in my opinion. We've got iron ore that still looks very good. It was sideways today, but still working its way on up. Sideways or higher. Nickel up 1.3%. We know that this is already bottomed. It's turning. It's good to go. GTG. Aluminum broken to the upside here. This flag pattern. It's good to rip. Looks really good. We had purchased down in this area down here. Our aluminum smelter companies. Baltic Dry Index down, doing a little bit of a retest here before working its way on up. Look for the 3-hump consolidation. Then most likely we'll probably break something like that. So just be patient here. It'll come. Newcastle coal up, down 0.35%. This would be a great opportunity to be looking here. It's going to rip. It's going to rip. We've broken the downtrend. We've done our retest. This is your retest, breakout, retest. Broken through the downtrend. It's go time. Go, go, go. We've got Bitcoin breaking 2.56%. I'll elongate this right at resistance. Ethereum's already ripped, guys. I told you what I do with Ethereum. Your setup was here. You've got a 3-hump consolidation. Your dead period is this little guy right here. You should have, this is a good spot to be in, riding this if you're a trader. SMCI down a little bit, still looks good to go higher. based off the candlesticks. And then NVIDIA also looks good. Work its way on up. It looks good. Not much selling pressure, no reversal candlesticks. We're up against a little bit of resistance here. So everything still looks all right. Now, would I be taking a new entry point up here? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I need better symmetry. Better symmetry. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website. We'll take a look at a bunch of different stocks this weekend. Good entry points, in my opinion, and I'll tell you why they look good. I'll tell you why I think the charts are loaded for a potential move up. I'm going to tell you all the reasons in terms of confluence and all these other things that I've been talking about in all those question and answer sessions. Um, Things that I look for, alignments and stuff like that. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.